Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot time. so, as you all know, I've been using Oracle cards and they're really not my thing. There's no sense in me lying, but I'm not an Oracle type of gal. I'm a tarot type of gal. So what I decided to do was I'm going to incorporate the two, but I want to do something a little bit different because sometimes I think like, do I just throw the cards and see what Spirit has to say to us? Do I do a specific reading? Like what do I do? So I said, why not use the Oracle cards and have them tell me how to guide the reading? Capiche? All right, so let's see what we have here. And this one is Messages of Love Oracle. What should we work on to find out? Space. I need more time to think. Okay, so this reading is going to be based upon somebody who just kind of maybe abruptly ended a relationship with you, who maybe ghosted you, and we're going to figure out the whys. What is all the stuff that's going on that we can't see, and what do we think is going to happen, okay? All right, so let's take a looky-see. And here's Luna. All right. What do we need to know about the person that ghosted us, that we're in separation from? All that stuff. Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. Okay. So when I look at this card, and I'm a firm believer in it takes two to tango. So even though one person can have a lot of the blame, I do think there's probably some other things on the other person's plate too. So I think for a lot of you, the person who kind of took off may be in a situation now where they would like to reach out to you. They would like to send you a message, but they're kind of embarrassed because they've given it a lot of thought and they realize that they know what they've done. And at first, maybe they didn't know what they did. They might have been way too stubborn, way too proud to admit anything. So they just assumed, wasn't me, was her or the other person. And they just didn't want to take responsibility for it. Because isn't it always easier to blame somebody else? Or say, they made me do it. Okay. I used to say that to my kids. Stop making me yell when they were little. I raised boys. Have pity on me. Two of them anyway. Okay. So, yes, they do want to reach out. Okay. So they want to reach out and they're not sure how to do it, but they're analyzing it. They're thinking, what can I do? What kind of message can I send? But you know what? They're still coming up a page. So it tells me that there's still some sort of immature behavior that surrounds them. Okay. And I think moving forward, they would like to just be more assertive, but there's something there that tells them, I need to make sure this message is a good one because I'm afraid if I send it, she's not going to listen to me or he's not going to listen to me. Damage. We are both hurting from this. So if you think the other person isn't hurting, you're sadly mistaken because they are. They definitely hurt over what happened. You're not the only one who's ruminating over it. People hurt in different ways. And just because you've seen them, get another person in their life or whatever, shoot, I've read for so many people. I know people who have gotten married only to get out of that marriage and go back to the other person because of the fact that people will put a Band-Aid on their pain and their hurt. And unfortunately, a lot of people use other people as Band-Aids. Okay? And some people can't be alone. They just can't be alone. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'll get hate. I'll get hate speech about being alone. Alrighty, let's see what else we have with tarot. So they're kind of waiting. Like they're doing the work and they're thinking, you know what? If I go back to her or him, I'm going to really have to step up my game. I'm going to have to be a little bit better than I was. Now, is the Knight of Cups better than the Page? Oh, yeah. Big time. Not the best. We would love a king. But you know what? If they've done the work and they've improved themselves to this, then we'll take it. Both action cards, both coming towards you. I left when things got hard. So I feel too with this person, they were afraid that it was easier for them to leave you than you to leave them. So that's what they did. If they had any inclination that you were going to pick up stakes and leave, then they just decided, you know what? I'm going to do it before she does it, because this way here, I'm going to alleviate a lot of my pain. And that's what they did. Let's dive into this deck, shall we? What is it you say? I haven't a clue. Let's see. This is Burning Heart Love Oracle. There was a reader using them. Can't remember who it was. And I was intrigued. I got to tell you the truth. I was intrigued. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. So I do think this person would like to revisit the relationship. I think, again, it seems to be the trend. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They're starting to realize, like, if they blamed you for everything, they're starting to realize that they really had a lot to do with it too. You know, like I said, it takes two to tango. And I think that they're trying to think now of a comeback. Which way do I come back? But they also kind of have to clear their plate. So a lot of them may be with somebody else and they're thinking about clearing their plate. But they may have that fear, like, what is that old saying? A bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. Like they're like they're almost afraid that they're going to give somebody up and you won't go back to them, because they have this major fear of being alone. And they think they're so independent. And men are the biggest offenders. I hate to tell you, but they are. But they think they're so independent when in reality, they're not. When in reality, the minute the relationship ended, they either already had somebody waiting, they've gone to somebody, jumped to another person, and they can't be alone. And let me tell you something. Personally, myself, I won't want to be on the receiving end of that. I would not want a man who wants me because he doesn't want to be alone. No, 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 no. I don't want that. So I think that this person is doing a lot of soul searching. And I do think you're going to hear from them. And we're going to ask when. Let's see if the cards want to tell us for the collective. When will you hear from this person? Because if they come back as a page first, they're dropping this is a small communication. And this could be something that's not even direct. It could be like a like on a social media, a follow request, anything like that. Between now and Leo season. And they could be a Leo too. So that is when you are going to see them again in some shape and form. That's not too far off, actually. They're going to start showing up. Yep. All right, my dears, comments below. Today is Friday. Yay. I have a long weekend. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Well, here in the States we do. We have Memorial Day, which is nice. All right, everybody. This Coffee and Tarot time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everybody, have a great day.